The key to working as a nurse and able to survive money-wise. A lot of nurses say, do you think nurses is rich? I have a question, a burning question. I was in Walmart the other day, and this guy came up and he was talking to me. Finally, the conversation, what do you do for a living? Usually when they ask me, I just kind of sidestep it and keep on going. But I said, let me experiment because I'm always testing. And I said, actually, I'm on my day off and I'm a Walmart greeter and meter. I used to tell them when I meet guys, I say, oh, I work at Target. I'm an information specialist. I get you anything you want. But I stopped using that because, you know, it attracts the boosters. So now I'm just a homeless person, but I never did tell them I'm a nurse. You want to know why? You want to know why? No way. Last time I told somebody I was a nurse, all I see in his eyes was, his blue eyes, all I see was a truck, a new truck. And the brown eyes was like, chick, 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 chick. Here, over here. I got one. So I don't understand it. So I just be telling them all kind of story. Yeah, I lie. I shouldn't have lied. Should I? You think I should tell them I'm a nurse? How many people go when you go to the bar or you go in a club and everything? Are you proud to say you're a nurse? Yeah, I'm proud to be a nurse, but I'm not telling them I'm a nurse because all they think about is I'm going to be home. She's going to be away, travel nurse, and I'm going to be home, not doing anything. I love it. I can have anybody come to visit me. I just can't date guys who think about my pocketbook, what I have bring to the table before what they, and I never do ask them. But this is not the time and this is not the story about relationship. I'm talking about nurses. So a lot of nurses, and one of my pet peeves, when I go on a travel assignment, and I understand sometimes the nurses getting off and they book their flight kind of early and you see them on the plane with their uniform. I don't like that. Because I think it attracts, right off the bat, they already know you're a nurse. Anyway, so do you think nurses are rich? Nurses, are you rich? Leave a comment. What defines riches? I'm content. The other day, I read an article about a nurse that's 96 years old and she's been working at the same job, in Washington State, and I did an assignment there. I've never met her, but I didn't even know she exists until I saw the news, but I know the particular hospital. I'm proud of her. She lasted that long at that one place, and they gave her a job making coffee. And at Dawn, I'm not trying to disrespect her. She's in the OR. What I'm trying to say is, I thought about, what if I reach that age, or 108, 150, will I be in the wherever in the med surge or the psych facility, just answering phone? Would it still apply to me, or is this something different? The first thing that came to mind, I was watching with somebody who was not a nurse, who did not know I was a nurse, and the first thing came out of her mouth was, oh, she's rich. She's been working at that job. Now she's 96. She's wealthy. I wish I could interview her, because I'm pretty sure she'll tell you, nurses, she's not wealthy. She's probably comfortable in a certain, when you're a new nurse, you want everything. You want the best bags, the best Gucci bag or whatever in style, Louis Vuitton, Nikes, or whatever you like. That's where you're gonna spend your money. But as you get older, you tend to use your money more wisely, I would say. Some people younger than 20 coming into nursing, they have 2 or 3 houses. I know some like that. So they're getting it now that they better save for later, because it's not going to always be there. So I wanted to come out here and talk about the key to making money. The nurses that you see on YouTube that's saying they made this and they made that, I doubt if they make it all at one facility or not work in 2 or 3 jobs. Some of them move up, nurse practitioners or other field, PA, physician assistant. There is no way you can make, and I'm saying it, I could see them making 100,000 one year. And when it says that you make 100,000 on your tax, it doesn't mean you have 100,000 in the bank. It's just the stipulation that you made, but all of it is not in the saving. I would like to say I made $100,000 if I had it in saving. But when you have to pay IRS and other things, you don't. So I wanted to come out here and say, not about riches, not about the key to making money in nursing and how much you make in nursing and how much you can make in, because the majority of nurses are living paycheck to paycheck. That is the reality. Don't let anybody fool you. We're looking for another gig. We're looking to get more bag, to feel like, oh yeah. And it wasn't until I was just living day to day, and I made so much mistake. I got turned away for some jobs. I was going through a lot, and it happens. So I'm here transparent, telling you what exactly happened. I'm just telling you now, somebody older than me caught my attention and kind of give me a little advice, just like I'm advising you that this is what I need to do. I should not give my labor away. I shouldn't take these positions. I was taking any position. $20 an hour, yeah, I'll take it. Because I'm looking at it, if I make 20 at this job, 20 at the nursing home, together 20 plus 20 is $40 an hour. And what happened is I was being burned out. I was doing 2 jobs, didn't know what to do. I felt like I wasn't there for the kids. Because you just running, and the bills are still there. And when I met this person and they were telling me, another nurse, and I look up to her and how she was managing her money. She paid off for her house. She had another house. She paid off for her kids' college tuition. They didn't have to take out any loan. And she was an African American. And I said, I want to do that. I want to have something too. And she showed me what you do. Like if you know that you're a travel nurse, and half of the time we're sitting home That's the reality. We're sitting home until we find our next gig. When I first came to Atlanta, I was making enough money. I was comfortable in Philadelphia, the salary wise. When I get to Atlanta, the salary that they want to give me is like push me back way past LPN salary in Philadelphia. And I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it. And so I deplete my money and I had to go back to Philadelphia to work. And I realized that in order to survive, you're gonna have to do this. And I was doing 2 jobs. Like I said, every little bit count. I can't sustain it forever, but you can do that while you're looking for that travel assignment. When you're on the travel assignment now, and I see it a lot, and believe me, I see it a lot. I have a lot of travel nurse friends, and when we on the assignment, before they start their assignment, you know what they're doing? They're not pressing their clothes. Say, let me press my clothes because Monday I got to go to work. Tuesday I got to go to work. They say, come on, Patrice, we going shopping. Hey, the same Macy's that you see in San Francisco is the same Macy's in Atlanta. The same Macy's in Mississippi or wherever you live. Why spend all your money before you even start the assignment? The assignment could be canceled, and it did sometime. And they left with a bill, a debt. Wait until you start working and you start getting your paycheck before you start splurging. That's my little key advice. How to keep your money. The key to making money in nursing is no key, there's no secret, it's just how you manage it. If you have mortgage, you get paid as a travel nurse every week, right? Correct. Sometimes you might, I doubt it. Most of the time, the nurses don't take the contract, let's say, every 2 weeks. And I have taken contract that pay me every 2 weeks. And I know, okay, I already signed it, I'm gonna do this. But most of the travel nurses get paid every week. Every week you get paid and you have a mortgage or you have a debt. We all have goals that when we go on assignment, what we're gonna attack. So every week you get your paycheck, you pay your mortgage. And you can do that. You can pay it every week. So that when you come home, you're sitting home, the major bills, the mortgage is not on your head. Say, you won't be stressed out. You won't be in a panic, take the first bus out to California making $18 an hour. You can say, okay, my bill is not ready to due until January 22. You pay off for your car. Don't go get a new car. The moment you drive it off the lot, it doesn't worth a darn cent. And I don't understand that. Some people, during the crisis, a lot of nurses was able to hook up with agency that desperately need nurses, and they were offering a lot of money. And to be honest, those particular opportunity is the time that I use to pay off these some of the debts that I wanted to eliminate, like student loans and stuff like that, because according to President Biden, student loan may start coming back, the interest rate, September. So if you were on those crisis assignment and you made a lot of money, those are things that you should have attacked. Some people, I've heard some nurses say they paid off for their house. Good for them. You do what it takes. You put something cushion in the bank. If you've been exempt all those times, you should have some savings so that you can offer it to IRS. So these are little tips that keep me safe, keep me at home. I used to be couponing, but I don't do it no more. But I don't have to worry about food. And if I want to go out and get something, I can buy it. And I'm comfortable until I get the next assignment. I don't have to. The reason why I'm bringing this up and I'm showing you an example of myself, because I don't want you, nurse, because when you're desperate, when you need that money, you don't know when is the next mortgage coming. You can't start a local job right away. They want information. They got credit check, background check, whatever check. So it's going to take a while. But the travel nurse said they have a 8 weeks or 13 weeks. And when you calculate it, it's $1,000 a week. So you're going to take it because you're desperate. $1,000 a week, $2,000 every 2 weeks. I'm not talking about after they take taxes. That's something different. That's something you'll figure out. But you're so desperate, so you're going to take it because you haven't prepared yourself for being home and sitting around like I and others have. So you have to do that. You don't spend all your money when you get it. And I know there's some people that's going to say, why am I talking about this? I'm in their pocketbook. And I'm just trying to tell you, especially for the new nurses, mainly it's not even the new nurses. Some of the old nurses, they were, one nurse, I swear, bought a TV and sent it home. Now, I'm sure they have TV in her state. It must look different in California because she got it in California. Do you see what I'm trying to say? If you say something to that nurse, she'll think you're jealous, you're envious. Another thing is, okay, then they say, oh, come on, Patrice, we're going to go downtown and we go into this restaurant. I don't mind going to a restaurant, but I don't want to eat out all the time, especially when I just got there. I want to make sure that I secure the bag so that when I'm ready to spend the bag, I know that I'm spending it on something and I'm secure back home too. So you have to secure your home first, where you live first. Some people just live in a hotel. That's fine. You're saving the money, the bag the better way. That's what you think. That's how you think. Extended stay. So don't let desperation make you do something that you regret. Because I know there were times when I did those travel assignments. And when I see $800 every week and a nurse next to me, because nurses talk. They talk. The CNA, the LPN, the RN in California, and I'm working as an RN in California, and they were telling me their salary. And every day I count down the clock because I knew I made a mistake. I made a mistake because I took the cheap way. I gave my labor away. Yes, I did, many a times. And I came home and I didn't really make any money because I couldn't even, it was survival. I had to rent a car. It was just survival money. Didn't make anything. So I don't want you to feel like you're so desperate that you have to go. And I know being a single mom, it's a decision that you have to make. You have to keep a roof over your head at it by any means, but you got to be prepared. I kind of think ahead, see way over yonder before it happened. Just like taking a test in nursing. When you get your syllabus, the first day she said on the 15th is going to be a test. Before the 15th, on the 1st, I'm starting to study because I don't want to fail. I worry about those things. And I think, so back to the question, do you think that nurse is rich? 96 years old? By now she's probably comfortable, but I can tell you that if I was to interview her today, she's going to say the same thing. She is not a millionaire. The only people get that status if the nurses are doing TV, acting and commercial and all those, entertaining. That's the one that make money. Some of the nurses that you see on YouTube are making money doing other things. They have YouTube channel, they have products they're selling, they're writing books, they're doing things, they're consulting and everything. So you may not make all your money in nursing. Just think of other things that you can do so that you can secure the bag. So don't be desperate. Don't be a desperate person. And I know, and trust me, I know when you made that decision to take that assignment, you were desperate. You may not say it, but you were desperate. There were many times desperation got a hold of me, and I take it. And I had to complete it. And I took the abuse, and I took the way they treat you, and I accepted things because I know I need to secure at home. So I'm not out to make you feel any bad. I'm not trying to, I just want you to know that there's other things you can do before you get to that. You can have choices. And when you have choices, because you have secure everything and you're at home, and when there's the call, you get that call, oh, $90 an hour or $85 an hour for vaccine or $50 an hour. You can take that. You can say, okay, I'm not doing nothing. I'm okay. I can take it. 4 weeks? Sure. But taking $1,000 a week, and after tax it becomes $700 a week, and you're in a state that they pay their nurses, PRN, $80 an hour, California,